Carlos Alcaraz returned to center court as the two-time defending Wimbledon champion, but his opening match was anything but routine. In front of a packed crowd and under the blazing London sun, Alcaraz was pushed to the edge by Italy's Fabio Fognini in what turned into a dramatic five-set rollercoaster. The Spaniard, widely considered the face of the next generation of tennis, had to battle through both the elements and the unpredictable brilliance of a veteran playing his final Wimbledon. On the hottest opening day in the tournament's history, with temperatures reaching a sweltering 31.4 degrees Celsius, Alcaraz spent 4 hours and 37 minutes grinding his way to victory. The final scoreline read 7-5, 6-7, 5, 7-5, 2-6, 6-1, a reflection of a match filled with tension, momentum shifts, and world-class shot-making. Fognini, at 38 years old and the third oldest player in the draw, entered the match on a 10-match losing streak in tour-level events. But none of that mattered on the day, as the Italian unleashed a fearless brand of tennis that put Alcaraz in real danger. For long stretches, Fognini matched Alcaraz shot for shot, dictating play and keeping the center court crowd on edge. Alcaraz, who came to London on an 18-match win streak, the longest of his career, was suddenly staring at an early exit. His quest to join Bjorn Borg as the only man to win the Roland Garros Wimbledon double in consecutive years was under threat. But champions rise when it matters, and Alcaraz did exactly that. With his back against the wall, he found another gear in the final set, dominating play and closing out the match with authority. He improved his extraordinary fifth-set record to 14-1, showing once again why he's considered one of the toughest competitors in the sport. The win also preserved his perfect first-round record at Grand Slam tournaments, now an impressive 18-0. It extended his Wimbledon win streak to 15 matches and kept alive his bid for a third straight title at the All England club. Despite the result, the match was a poignant moment for Fognini, who received warm applause for what might have been his final act on the Wimbledon stage. Alcaraz paid tribute to his opponent after the match, acknowledging Fognini's incredible level and long-standing contribution to the sport. "I don't know why it's his last Wimbledon," Alcaraz said. "With the level he has shown, he could still play for another 3 or 4 years." He continued, "I'm just a little bit sad that it's his last Wimbledon, but happy to have shared the court with him." As the sun beat down and the crowd soaked in the drama, the presence of stars like David Beckham in the royal box only added to the sense of occasion. Beckham watched intently as the young Spaniard found himself in serious trouble mid-match, especially after dropping the fourth set 6-2. But true to his nature, Alcaraz rallied when it mattered, breaking Fognini's resolve in the final stretch of the contest. There was a sense of relief mixed with joy as he raised his arms in victory, knowing just how close he came to joining the short list of defending champions eliminated in the first round. Only 2 others have suffered that fate in Wimbledon history: Manuel Santana in 1967 and Lleyton Hewitt in 2003. Alcaraz made sure his name wouldn't be added to that list. He acknowledged the nerves and challenges of opening center court play at a Grand Slam. "Playing the first match on center court is never easy," he admitted. "I just tried to play the best I could, but I know I have to improve." The Spaniard has already claimed major titles in Paris and tour-level victories in Monte Carlo, Rome, and Queens this season. He's hunting a 6th title in 2025, and the expectations surrounding him are as high as ever. But as this match showed, nothing is guaranteed in tennis, especially not at Wimbledon, where history weighs heavy. Next up for Alcaraz is a clash with British qualifier Oliver Tarvett, who announced himself with a straight sets win over Leandro Raiti. Tarvett, just 21, will enter the second round full of belief, but aware of the giant challenge awaiting him. Alcaraz knows he'll need to raise his level as the tournament progresses if he wants to hold onto his crown. Matches like these are both warnings and reminders, warnings that even champions can falter, and reminders that true champions find ways to win. The London heat may have tested his endurance, but it was Fognini's bold tennis that truly rattled him. The Italian played like a man with nothing to lose, and for 4 sets, it looked like he might pull off the upset of the year. But when it mattered most, Alcaraz locked in, his movement sharpened, his serve clicked, and his forehand regained its usual sting. By the end of the match, the Spaniard looked fresh again, as if the trials of the previous 4 hours had faded into memory. Fognini received a standing ovation as he left the court, the crowd showing appreciation for one of the game's great entertainers. Alcaraz remained on court a little longer, soaking in the atmosphere and reflecting on an opening round unlike any other. He smiled, waved to the crowd, and pointed to the sky, a gesture of gratitude, or perhaps relief. He knows the road ahead won't be easy. The draw is packed with talent, and every round will bring new challenges. But for now, he can breathe. He survived the scare, handled the heat, and avoided an early exit. He's still in the hunt, still on the grass, still chasing greatness. Carlos Alcaraz, the reigning champion, marches on.